Our scan.
Welcome to 34 Cabanos, Contractor. An M-Class star with an extensive belt system. Our last scan indicates that at least one TLF fighter is still in the area. I've marked out 3 waypoints for you to investigate. Navigate through the belt until you reach the last waypoint. Alpha 2 will be accompanying you. Stay alert and find your target. We're picking up a high-velocity object on your sensors. Close call. Though there isn't really much to do about dodging those if one has your name on it. Maintain your burn toward the next waypoint. It's just an empty cargo container. Keep moving. Electromagnetic signature detected. TLF fighter detected. Looks like we've found. Be advised, warp gate activation detected. You have an additional. Make that multiple enemy contacts. Up. We're reading additional using the warp gate. Brace for contact. Professional work, pilots. Align your ship with the warp vector to sync with the Condottiero Indigo Lima. We'll send a team in to investigate what the Tartarus Liberation Front was doing in this system.
Illegal mining has been reported in the crystal fields of the Thanatos system. No one steals from the UTC. Find them.
2 illegal miners have been spotted in the Thanatos crystal field. These crystals are extremely rare and are used in the creation of warp gates and drives. What you see before you is part of 2 major crystal accumulations that formed millennia ago around the binary planetary system known as Nyx and Erebos. Destroy the miners before they can escape and sell off what they stole. Targets in range. Don't let them escape. They know every ounce counts. The last thing we need is for the crystal fragments to fall into the wrong hands. Accomplished, pilot. Miners and cargo eliminated. Head back for debrief. Your ship's warp drive is suffering from interference, so you'll have to use the warp gate. Make your way there. We've received troubling news. One of our spies reports that the Resistance has a warp drive prototype. He'll be extracting the prototype and meeting you at a rendezvous point. Return to base, Contractor. Your next mission will follow shortly. It's an ambush. Brace for an attack. We see 5 enemy fighters on your scanners. Responsible for the interference. Clearly they understand the importance of this crystal field and aren't ready to give it up without a fight. Let's make sure they don't get another opportunity. But we need you for another mission. Return to the Condottiero for debriefing. While you were in debrief, our agent successfully stole the TLF warp drive prototype. Unfortunately for him, the ship he escaped in was rigged with a remote self-destruct. We suspect the cargo was also remotely ejected and need you to ensure that the Resistance does not get the device back. Beating them there shouldn't be an issue since they'll have to use the warp gate network. Lucky for us, this is where our new Minos prototype allows a distinct advantage. Getting you in the system before our enemies without putting the carrier at risk. That ends if the Tartarus Liberation Front achieves a working prototype.
Scanning. Empty.
TLF scouts have arrived. That prototype is UTC intellectual property. If they're so interested in our intellectual property, oblige them. Your trigger finger is resting on some. Bingo. That's gotta be it. Grab it and go before more of the TLF show up. The additional mass is too much for the small warp drive of your Minos. My mission control ship is sitting just a small distance from the AO. We're warping to you. Sit tight. Meet Onager Alpha, the Condottiera's mission control freighter. Rendezvous and transfer the device, and step on it. This ship isn't meant for combat. Cargo transferred and preparing to warp. Another wave of TLF fighters has arrived. Keep them off Onager Alpha while we triangulate her warp vector. Warp chopper boarded. Further scans indicate the device is a bomb. Keep the fighters at bay while we disable the device. The device has been neutralized. I suspect this whole shindig was a ploy to oust our agent. I doubt they've even made enough progress to make a prototype. Warp out. We'll be right behind you.
Instead of constantly responding to threats, it's time to take the fight to the enemy. You'll be visiting the TLF science station that our agent was stationed on before he perished, destroying the communications array and making way for UTC boarding parties. I'm looking forward to this.
This is the Liberation Front science station in which our agent was embedded before he perished. The local nebula interferes with communications, so external comms relays are required. Obviously, the message will get out that one ship is raiding the external platforms. What we don't want immediately advertised are the boarding parties we'll be sending to capture the station immediately after you complete your mission. Destroy the arrays, take their voice. Expect fighter intercept from the one comm array down, 2 to go. one left. All comm arrays have been eliminated. Your skirmish was broadcast, but they won't know the extent of it. The next time the Resistance checks out the station, they'll get a nasty surprise. Warp out. Our boarding parties will be sent in shortly. Relay that, Contractor. The Nebula... I'll see you at debrief, Contractor.